What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to unbox, review, and go over this 100-pound training bag I just picked up from Dick's Sporting Goods. The model is Century Brave. I found a couple of them online. Like I said, I got this from Dick's, but I'm pretty sure you can order it from Amazon as well. The link will be in the description if there is one. And today I'm going to go over a little bit unboxing, go over how I'm going to mount it in my attic, and just give my honest review on it. Okay, so here it is unboxed. You can see it's red with the Century logo on it. Has this triangular D-ring for hanging. It also has the zipper system on the top for refilling it with a different material if you would like. Right now it is filled with sand, and it has, looks like some shredded bits of cloth on the top. All right, so the next step for this is going to be mounting it. I'm going to be mounting it from these rafters up here, and I'm going to head to Home Depot and see what they recommend as far as mounting materials. So I made a little diagram with all the measurements I needed, headed to Home Depot, and first I looked around at some carabiners and settled on this swivel link chain that was rated to 660 pounds. It's only $2. And then I grabbed some 160-pound paracord, a couple eye hooks for the middle center beam, and then I used a 1/4-inch drill bit and drill that I already had. Here's a close-up of the rafters before drilling into them, and I drilled a total of 4 1/4-inch holes, 2 completely through each side rafter, and then 2 into the top middle beam as pilot holes to put the eye hooks through. Then I unpackaged the eye hooks, screwed them in by hand to the point where I couldn't tighten them anymore. Then I grabbed the shaft of a screwdriver to finish up the tightening. Then I took the 1/8-inch paracord and threaded it through the holes, and I made sure after to cauterize the ends with a lighter. This keeps it from fraying and also helps it actually thread through the hole. So then I just took the 3 loose pieces of string and tied them all to a spring using some basic knots and made sure that the tension was equal as I could get it. And then I just took a chain, linked it through the bottom of the spring, took the swivel link that I got, looped it through the bottom link of the chain, and then through the D-ring on the heavy bag that was just sitting on the ground. Once I had that tightened up, I asked my mom to help me really quickly, and she got on top of the ladder and adjusted the chain for me while I squatted up the weight of the bag. And she would just basically adjust it up a couple links at a time. And then I kept repeating this process about 3 or 4 times until I had it at the height that I wanted. And then once it was at the height that I wanted, this is the final product. And the weight was nice and evenly distributed amongst the 3 strings at the top. And everything looks pretty good. So the last thing to do was just try it out with some punches, and everything held up pretty well. I made sure to just check on it every so often just in case it was coming out, but everything held up pretty well. And then in this clip I'm just showing the importance of the spring because it takes a lot of the impact from the bag and keeps it off of the string so that they don't snap. All right, so that's it for the mounting portion. A quick recap of how much everything costs. The zinc chain that I got that is rated to, I think, 300 pounds was only 71 cents a foot, and I got 5 feet of it, so just under $4 for that. The 2 eye hooks that I got were a little under $2. The swivel link chain was $2.50, and all the paracord was under $6. So the total cost was $14.34 for all the hardware. The spring that I already had, that's why I chose that spring. A couple things that I would definitely do differently and recommend changing for this is, one, use a closed loop spring rather than the open hook so that the string doesn't have any risk of falling off of it. I'm still pretty confident this string will be fine, but I recommend just getting that closed loop. And I would also recommend getting some sort of swiveling hook or swivel mount for it, because as I was using it, I was noting that the chain was getting a little bit twisted and it would have to untwist itself. So that's something that I'm probably going to add in later, is some sort of swivel hook or something like that. I'm going to link in the description a couple different places. I found where I got it at Dick's and a different place, and then I put on some that were on Amazon, closely related but not exactly the right one. So I would say the bag itself is good for the money. The weight is a little lopsided that I noticed. When it was laying on the ground, it wouldn't roll normally, and it's still, I don't know if you can tell, but it's still a little bit cocked as far as staying straight up and down. But overall, for the price, I think it's a good bag, and I recommend it. All right, so that's going to conclude my review of this heavy bag. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and give me a comment. Tell me anything I should do differently or what you liked about the video, and I'll see you in the next one.